Hello, hello, hello. All right, we're going to give everybody a little bit of time to get set up. I'm trying to use, you guys, I'm being real right now. I'm trying to use a tape deck to hold up my phone because I talk with my hands and I'm going to be reading notes. Let's see how it works. It works all right. Hi! Hello! Hello, everybody. I'm trying to set this up with you guys, and it's not that easy. Hello! I'm gonna use a toy caboose to prop up my phone. Keep things real professional here. In the house of Kurt. Hi! Oh, it worked. Perfect. Hello, everybody. Hi! How's it going? Hi. Got my coffee. Took a shower. It's Monday, and I am so pumped up right now because I just got back from vacation. I was in Jamaica for a week with my company. It was absolutely amazing. And then I went right back to work. We had Rocky Mountain Regional Training this past weekend here in Denver. We had Todd Falcone. You guys, if you don't know who Todd Falcone is, and if you are not following him and listening to his calls, you have to. He's been in this business for 25 years. He breaks things down and talks about things in a way that's really easy to understand. He was amazing. Like, he kind of blew my mind. And so definitely go follow Todd Falcone. Now, I have his slides from the show, and I also have notes from Tracy Green. Here's a confession, all right? I suck at taking notes because I can't listen and take notes at the same time. I have to either be listening or I just can't. So Tracy has shared her notes with me. She was sitting next to me during this training, and I saw her taking killer notes. So I made her take pictures of them and send them to me today. We had Michelle Bell, and Michelle talked, and Michelle's amazing, you guys. I was so excited to move back to Denver for lots of reasons, but being able to be so close to mastermind with Michelle Bell was one of them. She's amazing. So she talked a little bit on motivation and what motivates people and leading your team. Amber Voigt talked on attraction marketing. I talked on determination. I told my story. That is on YouTube. I paired Tracy, with the help of Tracy. She recorded it. So you can go to my YouTube and watch that. So I'm not going to recap myself. And then Jen Zucker, who is another amazing Black Status presenter, talked about face-to-face and the home parties. But the one thing that everybody covered, you guys, was building relationships and how to talk to people. Not just people, your customers, and the opportunity about recruiting, but how to just talk to your team. And so I'm going to kind of start with, who am I going to start with? Let's see, I'm looking at my notes, you guys. Let's see, we'll start with Todd. Okay, so I'm probably going to do a video hangout at some point so I can screen share some of these slides with you. This is really just like a compact things that really stood out about our business. He really talked about the basics of our business and some key components to getting your brain in it. Here's the thing. Michelle talked about this too. 90% of your business is the way you think about it. Your inspiration comes from you. It's not about how you do it, you guys. I had no idea how to do direct sales when I started, but I knew I was going to do it, period. And that is really important. So first things he talked about was fast tracking your way to success and the success formula. The success formula is mindset. It's mindset plus action plus skill set. All right, 80% of your success is going to come from your mindset. It's going to come from your personal development. It's going to come from your determination. It's going to come from you actually applying the things that you learn. Now, here's the thing. We go to conferences, we go to trainings, we get super duper pumped up, right? We're like, oh, I'm learning so much stuff. This is so awesome. I'm going to rock my business. And then you get home and you don't apply them, right? And sometimes it's hard. We get into habits, right? We get scared, we get timid. It starts with you. I talked about you can do it or you can't do it. Both are correct, right? It's completely up to you. It's one of my favorite Henry Ford quotes. I knew I was going to do it. Lauren Brooks talked this morning, and it's so crazy. I knew that I absolutely had to do this Periscope after watching her morning mess this morning. If you're not following Lauren Brooks, you need to. She's amazing. And she really talked about like how you view yourself, and it is so paramount in your success, right? You need to know, you may not want to be a black status presenter. Who knows? Maybe you just want to have enough money to buy like nice clothes every month, right? Or treat yourself to a pedicure. You have to visualize that, and you have to know that as a truth about yourself. It's so important. If you have doubts, like, I don't know if I can do this, I don't know if I'm cut out for it, that's what you attract to you, you guys. You're not going to take those actions if you believe that you can't do it. All right, and Michelle talked about, okay, I guess I'm smushing everybody's training into one. Michelle Bell talked about inspiration. Listen, we can't motivate our teams. We can't. You can give them incentives for Gucci flipping purses every single month, and it is not going to make a difference in your business. You know why? Because they have to believe it. They have to believe that they can do it. Not how they're going to do it, that they can. And one of the greatest ways that you can inspire your team, because we don't motivate, we inspire, is by showing them. All right. And we show them by believing that we can do it and then going and doing it. You set the pace for your team. All right. The success in this business is within our team. That is just the way that our company, unique, and most direct sales companies are set up. Right. It's a team thing. So, all right. Getting back on track. Building your beliefs for critical areas. Your company, you need to believe in your company. You need to believe in your products, and you need to believe in yourself, all right? Immerse yourself in success. You're only as successful as the 5 closest people around you. Now think about that, all right? He talked a lot how important it is to be around that positivity. And hey, listen, sometimes we have spouses, sometimes spouses aren't supportive. Oh my gosh, dog and cat fight right next to me. Otis, please stop. Back on track. Oh my God. Okay. So keeping successful people around us, and if we have friends that maybe hate on it, you have got to keep those people away from you. And now I know you can't keep your husband away from you if your husband's a bummer. You can put up an emotional wall. Put up that emotional wall. Block it out. Now, you know what? When I get haters, when I get people thinking I can't do it and this is a big joke, it motivates the crap out of me. Now, this is just me. I'm just like, oh yeah, don't think I can do it? Watch me do it, And I use that as fire for my business and for my passion. It gets me angry. I transform that into productivity. Let's see. Actively remove negativity from your life. Okay, and I actually had a really great conversation with a woman after the training, and she was talking about how she has such a hard time talking to people, how she gets anxiety, and she's like tearing up as she's telling me this. She can, on Facebook all the time, but when it comes to the face-to-face, she just gets so anxious, she has such anxiety, it overcomes her. While she's telling me this, I see her focusing on that. This is the reason that my business is successful. I'm anxious, I have anxiety, I'm anxious. Okay, well, stop. You have to focus on what you can do, period. All right. We all have our struggles, you guys. I couldn't get out of bed the first 4 months of my business. If I just focused on my pain and what I couldn't do, I couldn't drive, I couldn't go to vendor events, I couldn't do baby wearing meetings anymore. I could hardly take care of my children. But instead, I focused on what I could do and what I was doing. I can sit on my computer in bed and make lots and lots of good friends. I can, even though it took me a really long time to get my makeup up, play with my makeup and play with my products and make swatches. I can listen to personal development CDs. You focus on what you can do. not what you can't. You know, you have to be better to get better. Okay, so that is the hardest part, you guys. Our brain and our thinking is the hardest part. It isn't selling makeup. It isn't getting customers. It isn't doing parties. It isn't booking parties. It's you. It starts with you. And when you can finally change that, Lauren mentioned it this morning. I'm mentioning it again. One of Amber Voigt's favorite things she likes to say: grow yourself to grow your check. All right. You will protrude that, and you will be becoming the kind of leader that people want to follow. People don't want to follow somebody who's negative. People don't want to follow somebody who gossips. People want to follow somebody. The kids are behaving. The animals are freaking out. What's up? You have to become better. All right. Next. Okay. So here's the thing. I have people come to me, Bree, my business, I've had a wall, nothing's happening. I ask them, okay, how many people have you talked to today? Generally, they'll say, nobody. Listen, we are in the business of relationships, and I'm not talking about cold pitching, you guys. I'm not talking about going through your friends list and being like, hey, you want to join Unique? Hey, you want to join a team? Hey, do you want? No, talking to people. And building relationships with people and being somebody that people want to talk to you. And do you know what that means? That means shutting your mouth and opening up your ears. People want to be heard. Okay? Have you ever had a conversation with somebody and all they do, they aren't even listening to what you have to say because they are too busy thinking about what they want to say next? You know, or have you ever been pitched to about an opportunity or a product from somebody and they vomit all of the information about their business to you? They don't care what you have to say, who you are, what your objectives are, or what company you're in, because they are just, it's a turnoff. If you want to build loyal customers and loyal friends and new teammates, then you need to shut off your ears. Whoa. No, don't shut off your ears. Turn on your ears and shut your mouth and just listen. And 9 times out of 10, they will talk themselves into something. They will answer their own questions. And you know what? They're going to walk away from that conversation with you, remembering you and feeling valued. We add value to people, you know? I talked to Bree the other day, and she wasn't trying to, sell me Unique. She wasn't trying to, get me to join her team. She listened about how my mom's sick. About how my husband's deployed and I'm super stressed out. And she just listened and she showed me empathy, And I bet they're going to pay more attention to you. And I bet they might even ask you about your business and about your life. And because you valued them, they are going to want to keep you around because you made them feel good. People will forget what you say, but they will never ever forget the way that you made them feel. How do you make others feel? Are you overpowering them? Are you belittling them, not knowingly? Or are you listening to them and adding value and lifting them up? Okay. Train's going by, you guys. I live right by a train tracks. All right. How many people have you talked to in the last 24 hours or in the last week? Going back, you need to be talking to people. Not about just Unique or your business or whatever. You need to be talking to people, period. You need to be making all the friends all the time wherever you go. Wherever you go. Everywhere. You have the opportunity to work your business every time you step foot out the house. Amber talked about attraction marketing, and she talked about joining groups. And you don't join groups and be like, hey, want to join my team? Hey, this is me. Hey, this is... No, you join groups and you make friends, and you add those friends. There's a magic number. And Amber talked about this as part of what Amber's spiel was. A magic number on Facebook is about 2,000 friends. If you are under 2,000 friends, you're probably not getting a reach, right? So you add friends. Let me talk to you about adding friends. This is what I do. Now, when I first joined Unique, I immediately... Hold on. Kids are in the back. Okay, so when I first joined Unique, I heard Amber say this. Then I looked at how many friends. I had about 500 friends on my friends list. And I was just like, oh my God, I need more friends. Okay. You know what I did is I went, because I was part of a lot of groups. I ran a really big group on Facebook. I went through and everybody that I knew that I had talked to, I added them. I'm like, oh yeah, I know you. Why are we not friends? I added so many friends my first 2 weeks in Unique, not using. Let me tell you, I did use, when I first started, I didn't have any other Unique reps in my market, okay? Now I have a ton. So do you know what I don't do anymore? I don't use the people you may know feature on Facebook. They are going to show you your Y sisters, their Y sisters friends. That is their market, okay? It's cold. And if you just go adding, you're getting flagged and you're getting thrown into Facebook jail. We don't do that. That's devaluing. Or they might see, like, who is this person, and see that you're a Unique presenter, like, oh, they just want to sell me stuff. I'm not going to be friends with them. Don't do that. That's devaluing people in relationships. So this is what you do. All the groups that you're in, join groups, man. Not just direct selling groups. Don't do that. I mean, yes, you can join to, like, network and whatever, but join groups. Do you like dogs? Join a dog group. Do you like baby wearing? Join all the baby wearing groups. Makeup groups are great, but they really, really are afraid of spamming from Unique presenters. And so, who are you? Do you homeschool? What are your interests? Do you enjoy gardening? Whatever you like, I promise you there's a group out there. And then you go and you make friends, you guys. You make friends, okay? This is what I did. When I was engaged in threads in these groups and somebody liked what I had to say, I added them immediately because they're like, oh yeah, I just liked what she said. Sure, we'll be friends. And then they were friends. And do you know what Time Hop showed me on my 1-year anniversary of Unique? 2 of my elites, I befriended them that day. Lauren Brooks, Andrea Hedberg. That's what my Time Hop showed me. That's super awesome, right? But, we were acquaintances. We had people in common, and I added them, okay? So make all the friends is what I'm saying. All right. Let's see. Okay. Every decision you make creates a ripple effect, okay? And so what this kind of means is that what you put out there in the earth, you are going to get back in all areas of your life, okay? When you make a decision to work your business and do the footwork, even if you don't really know what you're doing, you're putting it out there, you're following direction, you're growing personally, it's going to come back to you guys. And it may not come back to you right away, but it will come back to you. You want to protrude positivity. Okay, and Amber with attraction marketing super talked about this. We don't post negative things on our Facebook. We don't cuss on our Facebook. We don't vague book about like, oh my, I'm so sad, I'm so bad. No, we don't do that. People don't want that, you guys. There is so much negativity in the world. Be sunlight for everybody around you. They'll want to walk with you. They will be inspired by you. And we just got finished saying we cannot motivate people, we inspire them. So be sunlight, you guys. Be sunlight. I'm coming up on my 1-year anniversary of brain surgery, so I'm like really flooded with gratitude and with memories and just everything that was going on with me a year ago. I could have spent all day long complaining about everything. And when I look at my Time Hop, I didn't do that. Nowhere will you see me saying how much pain I was in, how crippled I was. I didn't share that. People knew what was going on because you have to have a personal connection with people. People want to know what's going on in your life. But if it had anything to do with negativity, I always ended it positively. That's inspiring. Inspire everyone around you, your team, your customers, your friends, everybody. Be the light. Okay, let's see. Practice makes you a pro. Okay. Todd really, really talked about the importance of videotaping yourself, okay, and then watching it. So, sure, we videotape ourselves with our makeup application, great. Videotape yourself talking about the opportunity, you guys. We always have, we have the 30-second elevator pitch, like when somebody asks you, what do you do? What do you say? Do you go, what do I say? Are you ashamed that you're a network marketer? Are you? oh my goodness. Okay, Todd really talked about this. You need to be confident in what you do. You need to be confident, and there is no reason in the world why you shouldn't be confident of this. Network marketing changes more lives, I have seen women in my company that join my team get off of welfare. They got off of government assistance. They were able to stay at home with their babies. They were able to have another baby because of their business. We empower people. We help people. And network marketing is a huge industry, okay? You need to be proud of what you do, because if you're not, when you talk about it, they sense that and they're not going to want anything to do with it. So if you are not proud of the business of what you do, then you need to write a list of all of the things that has given you and all of the things that inspires you and all of the things that has given your friends. And you need to read that and you need to feel it and you need to put that out there. I am a network marketing professional. I run an international makeup business of over 2,000 women all over the world. I change lives. I empower women. I help sexually abused women with my business. I am proud of what I do. And you might just change somebody's outlook about this business. Never know. Okay, qualitative and quantitative self-checks. How do I sound? Okay, so that's kind of going back to what he said. It's really funny. He used this as an example, how he was in speech class when he was a teenager, right? And he had to go and give a 1-minute speech just about a pencil, right? And just explain, this pencil is yellow. This we write with this pencil. Man, look at this eraser. It's so functional. This is the best pencil, right? And he felt like he crushed it. He walked away. He was like, mic drop. I killed that speech. Well, he watched the videotape of him doing it, and he did not kill that speech. He was a fumbling, silly man. Okay, so how you think you sound and how you actually sound can be two different things. I'm going to tell you, my husband makes fun of me. Whenever I do a Periscope, whenever I make a YouTube, Todd Falcone, he was who one of our speakers was. Whenever I watch it 4 times, and I'm not watching it to be vain, you guys. I'm not. I'm watching it to learn the mannerisms that I talk. When I first started doing this, I said a lot. It was so obnoxious to me. And you know what? I watched myself talk. I saw what I did. I changed it. And I feel like I'm a better speaker now. So videotape yourself and then watch it and then watch it again and see how you make yourself feel. See the way that people are seeing you, because it's probably way different than the way that you perceive yourself. All right. Is what I'm doing right now making me money? Okay, let's, there's so many reasons why I'm in this business, but a big one for me is I want to make a lot of money. I want my family to be comfortable. I want to leave a legacy for my children. I don't want us to worry about money ever again. Are my actions money making? And again, this kind of goes back to, okay, we go to trainings and we listen to things and we get really motivated. Are you putting that into action? Or are you just going back into your habits and not doing income producing activities? Okay. Am I working with my team to help facilitate acceleration within my organization? All right. Do you know your team? Do you know their why? Do you know their goals? If the answer, do you know when they're going to hit fast track? Do you know their plan? Do you know their fears? Do you know your girls? Angela Roper, she is an awesome Orange Status presenter on my team, did a really fabulous Periscope this morning and kind of talked about this, being a shepherd versus a sheep herder. Melanie, I guess it was Tracy at Unified, talked, or was it Melanie? It was either Melanie or Tracy at Unified, talked a lot. All right. And this goes back to what Michelle was talking about. You can't force people to do anything. You can't force people to do anything. If they feel loved by you and appreciated by you, they will want to work with you. You are creating a culture, okay? You need to be the light for your team. You need to know them. They can't feel just like a reason for your promotion. That's horrible. That's the quickest way to get, of course everybody wants to help, and we love the fact that it is a circle of awesome, and we all help each other, but you need to know your girls, and you need to know your why, and then you need to know what's going on, and you need to check with them, and the bigger your team gets, the more difficult that can get, but it's so important to know them. Okay, work with those who deserve it, all right? Building network marketing leaders, which Lauren Brooks did her Periscope on this morning, really talks about that. When you're green and above, right now we have, it's a new feature and it's absolutely amazing. We can actually look at the top people in our company, right? Those are the people that probably deserve it. Okay, because the fact of the matter is that 20% of your team is going to be doing 80% of the work. And that's just the way it is, man. That is just the way it is. It is nothing that you're doing wrong. That's just the way it is. Okay, this is why we have to always be growing and building our teams. Are you wasting your time? Your time is very precious, and your time is productivity. Your time is money, you guys. Are you wasting your time building somebody up who doesn't really care about being built up? Or are you focusing on the people that are showing the passion and the drive? And sometimes that can be harder to say. And the longer that you're in this business, the more you're going to be able to see who your leaders are. They generally are not going to be the ones that need to be spoon-fed anything. I can probably count on two hands how many times I have gone to Amber Voigt with questions in my unique career. Not because I didn't want those questions answered immediately, but because I'm of the kind of character where I go figure it out on my own. So generally your leaders are going to take leadership right away. However, sometimes there's people out there that just bloom out of nowhere, and you need to be looking, and those are the people that you need to spend your time with. I appreciate and value everybody in my company. And there's so many ways that you can do that without having to spend tons of time, because every single person in your company, the people that maybe only do $125 every 3 months, every single person adds to the culture and the community of your team, and it's so important. Okay. Let's see. What are you willing to give up? Let me tell you what I gave up when I joined Unique. I'm a True Blood and Game of Thrones fan, right? It was the last season for both of them, right when I joined, June 2014. I still have not finished watching the season finale of True Blood, because in the evenings when my baby went to sleep, the light's really weird right now, I work my business. So are there when you're on Facebook, are you aimlessly Facebooking? I have talked to people, right, and they're like, I don't have time. I work a full-time job. I have lots of kids. I do this. I do that. I don't have time to be successful. It doesn't take lots of time to be successful in this business, you guys. It takes self-discipline. Maybe it takes a little bit of sacrifice, but you can do it. He told a story of one of his gentlemen who's just like, no, I have a 2-hour commute to work every single day. I don't have time to make prospecting calls. I don't have time to do this. I don't have time to do that. You know what? He used that 2 hours that he was in the call to do personal development and to make calls. He made a list every single night. It was 4 hours a day he was able to work on his business. Facebook will suck your time away from you. Yes, it's an amazing and valuable tool for your business, but if you're not using it right, then it's just a time suck, you guys. Are you building relationships with it? Are you using it to connect with new people? Are you posting in groups and making new friends? Or are you aimlessly going up and down the thing, just eating up time, and then messaging your sponsor saying you don't have any time? Think about it. We're getting better right now. So that might be, I do that, you guys. I do that. I hide my Facebook. It's not productive. It's not income making. So that's self-discipline, becoming better. Do you just have an hour a day to work your business? That is more than enough time, my friend. Okay. Recognition increases motivation. And the larger your team gets, the more difficult this can be, but it is invaluable to your business. Are you looking for reasons to sing the praises of your teams? Team Awesome, my team is so good at doing this. And I feel like it's something because I always did, and you want to Create duplicatable practices for your business. So this is what we do. We cheer the crap out of each other. First sale, you're rocking it. You know what I mean? Oh my gosh, you are 53.5% away to yellow. You got this. But that feels good, man. You know, that creates, it makes people need to believe that they can do this. If they don't believe they can truly do this, they're not going to even attempt to do this. People want to be seen. People want to be heard. Okay, look for reasons to celebrate your team. You know, and you know what? Take it one step further. Call them. Pick up the phone, call them, and be like, listen, I saw those sales that came in last night. You are doing so amazing. I just wanted to let you know you've got this. You got this. Little things like that. Those are income-producing activities for you. They're income-producing activities for your team. Okay. Create sticky customers. How well you follow up with your customers will determine how many of them stay. Are you following up with your customers? Or are they just buying makeup from you and you don't talk to them again? You know, makeup is something that needs to be reordered. You want to be their makeup lady forever. You want, and valuing them and appreciating them and, you know, helping them will make them want, you're their makeup lady forever. That's duplicable income, you guys. So make sure if you're not following up, then you're losing customers. You know, they probably have another friend who sells unique. And maybe she sends out thank you cards to all of her customers. That makes her feel good, so she's going to order from her again. What is your customer service doing for your customers? You know, is it about them or is it about you? You know, never, ever have I posted on my timeline, please buy makeup from me, I'm about to hit a promotion. Ever. Okay? People do like to feel useful and help, but you're making it about you. You know, people want things to be about them. How is buying this makeup going to help you? All right? I just threw that in there. Okay. Facts tell, stories sell. So when I'm talking to my team, I tell lots of stories. I use lots of examples. People can relate with that. But it's the same when you're talking to customers. You know, I have a friend and her rosacea was so horrible. Nothing worked. Holy smokes, this Touch Foundation covers her up like nothing I've ever seen. So when you're talking to your team, when you're talking to customers, use stories, you guys. It makes things more interesting. You're going to keep people's attention a little bit longer. Okay, let's see. People must believe with 90% certainty that they can't do it. Now, this is coming from Michelle's talk. They have to believe they can. All right? All of my first generation leads, I have 5 of them, absolutely knew they could. They knew they could because they saw me do it. All right, you have to lead by example. I notice a trend in Team Awesome when the promotions start coming in, more people start promoting. If we have a month where there wasn't a lot of promotions, it's probably going to continue. People need to see that success, which is another reason why we recognize people's successes, so the other girls can see people are doing amazing things. Never for a second did I think I could not hit black status. Never. Ever, ever, ever. I became a black status presenter the night I joined Unique. This is part of my story. I looked in the mirror, I saw a black status presenter. So because I believed it, my actions followed suit. You know, this was a business. I had a desk, I had a whiteboard with names of all of my girls and what they were doing. I had a names apart. This was my business. I treated it as a business, very professional, as much as I could, and really, really important. Okay, so this is a little bit from Amber. I know this is a really, really long Periscope. Thanks you guys for here, but this will be on replay. Exactly, thinking like a leader turns others into leaders. Social media and attraction marketing. Okay, Amber Voigt is really good at this, and it's made a huge, I mean, I have 70 first generations, right, 70 personals. All but one came to me via attraction marketing, via these suggestions, so listen up, turn yours on. Okay, people join you before they join your company. Okay, people want to join you. They see what they're doing. They want to walk beside you. They want to be closer to you. They want to join you. All right. It's really, really important. Okay, cover photo needs to be positive. It needs to be positive. I love to use inspirational quotes because that's what Amber said to do. You can also use some fun, unique images. Sure, why not? As long as it's not spammy, whatever. But it needs to be positive. It's the first thing that they're going to see. And once again, radiate sunshine. Radiate sunshine, Don't put scary things up there, You'd be surprised. I've seen some really crazy cover photos. And your profile picture needs to be of you. Right? It's Halloween, so maybe you can do a makeup thing right now. It doesn't need to be your kids. It should not be your unique logo. It should not be a picture of your husband. It should not be a picture of your pets. All right. First of all, this picture is going to be on your website. And when people visit your website, they need to see a professional, beautiful, awesome you. Okay. Now you can do videos, which is cool. You can get kind of creative with that. So profile picture, it needs to be you. Hide your friends. Okay, you can Google how to do that. You need to go into your settings and hide your friends list. Okay, this is why. I would love to live in a world where other network marketers didn't prey on my market, but they do, and they will. Yes, with your upgrade. If you haven't upgraded, you need to upgrade. You can make a little, like a 5-second video on your profile picture now. Hide your friends list. Okay. You don't want people stealing your friends. You don't want people cold messaging, recruiting your friends. Hide your friends list. It's really important. Your About Me part of your Facebook should say something very professional about you. It should mention your business. Don't just put, you can put what you do, and there's like an option that says Unique Corporate. Listen, you don't work for Unique Corporate. Don't put that. You want it to be linked to your either Facebook page or your website. Okay, so definitely take focus of what is your Facebook profile saying about you. Okay, and I already talked about the 2,000 is the secret. You guys need to aim for at least 2,000 people in your friends list. Okay, if you can do anything for your business today, go make friends. Go make friends. Go value people. Don't just start adding everybody and their mom. You're going to get thrown into Facebook jail, and you're going to be that person. We're not that person. We're professionals. We're professional feel-gooders. That's what we are. Okay. All right. Okay, so I think that's all of Tracy's notes. And this has been a really long Periscope. I want to thank you guys for joining in. Oh, I want to talk a little bit about Jen Zucker real quick. Okay. Jen Zucker is amazing. I'm so in love with her. And she did a talk on face-to-face. And how do you talk to people face-to-face, and how do you do home parties, right? Face-to-face is really great. Home parties are so huge. And just like the sweet presenter that I talked to that had horrible anxiety, and face-to-face is super hard for you. How you present yourself to people and the relationships you make this way are so critical. Jen has she can throw a flippin' party. She has the funnest parties ever, right? This time of year, the possibilities are endless. You can do makeover parties. You can do brownies and beauty. You can do margaritas and mascara. You can go crazy coming up with awesome parties, you guys. But you're getting that face-to-face interaction. And you remember, the second you step out that door, you are representing yourself. You're representing your business. I can't tell you how many times I've gone out of the house and I look crazy, and then somebody asked me about my mascara and I wasn't wearing my mascara. Awkward. We get to be a walking advertisement everywhere we go. Put down your phone when you're out of the house. Put it down. When you are in the grocery store and you're on your phone like this, when you are standing in line at the gas station and you're on your phone like this, you are missing opportunities all around you to talk to people, to smile, to call them by name, to expand your market, and to make new friends. Okay? When you are talking to people and they're talking and you go like this to check your phone, you are telling them you do not care about what they have to say. Don't do it. Turn off your phone when you're out of the house. Look people in the eye and call them by name. Don't be rude. All right, I did a YouTube on this a while ago. Put down your phone. It's a tick, you guys. It's a tick. It's a bad habit that we have this day and age. I do it. I do it to my husband all the time. It's rude to him too. When you're talking to people, put down your phone. Sit on it. Hide it in your bag. Do whatever you can. Value every single person around you. The quickest way to devalue somebody is to pick up your phone. Don't do it. Don't do it when you're talking to people, okay? And Jen was absolutely amazing, but she mainly did talk about like having home parties, how to have a good home party, how to connect with people, how to get outside of your box, you know? Go to other people's parties. When somebody invites you to a home party around a kids organization, whatever, you're representing your business. You have the opportunity to make new friends. And the big theme in this entire training is making friends. That's what we do. We're in the business of making friends and of valuing people. All right, I think that I just like completely regurgitated mass amounts of information on you. I will upload this to YouTube later on so you can watch in segments because I know it was a long Periscope. Might have been my longest Periscope. This was not everything that was said. This is really just my personal recap, and thanks to the most amazing Black Stars presenter, Tracy Green, her awesome notes too. Get to trainings, you guys. Follow Michelle Bell. Follow Tracy Green. Follow Todd Falcone. Follow Amber Voigt. Okay? Follow them. They are successful in this business for a reason. You know, walk like a duck, talk like a duck, follow the ducks. You know, and once again, surround yourself with positivity. Okay? And successful people. I love you guys. Have a beautiful day. And thank you to everybody who stayed on this long Periscope. You guys are awesome. I've got lots of work to do today, so I'm going to sign out. Mwah. Go radiate sunshine today, okay?